cannot stop thinking about the larger MAGA rights response to those Hitler group texts from the not kids, 30, 40-year-old adults last week, particularly people high up in the administration like J.D. Vance and crackheads who've been involved in the right, like Matt Walsh for some time, who essentially said, like, there are no enemies to my right? We have to have unity. We have to stick together. We need to have a big tent. We don't need to, like, give a single inch to the left. But the weird thing about those people is that they absolutely will excommunicate somebody for all kinds of other things on the right? Like if you actually stand up for capitalism or individual liberty or limited government like they used to profess to, you're out. If you actually stand up for civil liberties or basic human decency, you're out. And we even saw that to the response of these group chats last week. And I just love how Phil Magnus put this. He said the same people calling for conservative unity in the wake of the Hitler chat group leaks also spent the last decade trying to purge classical liberals and free market economics from the conservative movement. They don't want unity. They want room for Nazis in the movement. That's literally it. Even last week, we saw Trump again going after Senator Rand Paul and Congressman Thomas Massie, who had the audacity to do their jobs as congressional leaders and actually stand up for the Constitution and stand up for the will of the people they're supposed to represent versus going along carte blanche with whatever Trump thinks he wants to do. Like, that is dictator-ish behavior. That's not constitutional. It's certainly not conservative. And yet this is the line, right? He sticks up for these 30, 40-year-old creeps making grape jokes and talking about gas chambers and being anti-Semitic. They're fine. Don't criticize them. They're fine. But for anybody who stands on actual principles, you're out. You're no longer on the right. And I see this throughout Trump's base, too. This was on a post on Facebook I made criticizing those group chats, but more importantly, criticizing the ridiculous reaction to those group chats by many Republicans. And this idiot said, "You are sure sounding like a leftist these days." It's telling that me standing up for basic human dignity and respect makes me sound like a leftist, but people making Nazi jokes that you don't feel like that sounds like you. That sounds like people you want to be with. That sounds like people you identify with. Got it. Now, in fairness, I've seen plenty of Republicans pushing back on this too. Colin Wright said this is what no enemies to the left resulted in. If the right adopts no enemies to the right, it will produce an equal but opposite result. Yeah, people will disassociate because they don't want to be seen with you. And I've loved at large seeing the right wake up to the fact that Matt Walsh is a crazy person and calling him out for the no enemies to my right BS, because it's so transparent. But yeah, they're showing you who they are loud and clear. And this is why me and many others have left the right and are now just politically homeless, because we do not want to be associated with these weirdos.